Yo, what is going on YouTube? Back again, sitting in another NHL video. Now, this is going to be my first NHL 23 video. Haven't done this in a while, but I had to get this out for you guys, help you guys out. I've seen so many people struggling this year to find the correct build for them. And although this video is not going to be a perfect build, because obviously every player is different, I've always believed in that. Every player in NHL is different. You guys have your own ways of playing, scoring, all that. Um, but anyways, I'm going to show you guys, first off, the best ones build, in my opinion. This does work for threes, club at least. I haven't tried it out in the arcade threes mode. I haven't tried it out in drop in, although drop in and club threes isn't too much of a difference. I mean, club is more serious, obviously. Drop in's kind of you're going for goals and assists, but um. Anyways, we'll get into this first build, which I obviously said I believe this is the best ones build. There's many builds out there that will work for you. But this build overall, I think will work for many people. It's not a sniper build where you're too short, where you're going to be getting drilled, and it's not like a 6'10" defenseman that you're just there to hit everybody. Kind of a middle of the road build. 6'6". I mean, yeah, we're up higher than a smaller guy, but at the same time, it's a very effective build in my opinion. Anyways, let's get into the actual build itself. So first off, you're gonna make him 6'6", 234. The reason behind that, you go up one, you see agility, endurance, acceleration, they all drop. Yeah, strength, fighting skill, body checking, but first of all, fighting skill does not matter in ones. And if you're making this build under my direction, saying that it was a decent build for threes, fighting skill obviously doesn't matter there. The only time fighting skill matters is sixes. So, I mean, unless you're using this build for sixes, I haven't used it. I mean, if somebody wants to try it out, by all means, go for it. Choose your handedness, and then we're going to go to zone ability. Now, this is where it gets tricky. I personally use Big Rig, even if I had these other two unlocked. I mean, Truculence, yeah, but you don't really need hits in ones. That's more of a, you know, I mean, hits are going to come in ones, just how it works. So I suggest going with Big Rig. I mean, if you guys want to test it out, go for it, but I would strongly suggest going with Big Rig. Going to keep the puck a little bit better. Now, this is where it does run tricky because I do not have everything unlocked yet. So this is where you guys, whatever level you are, go for it. This is where you guys have full customization. Now, I really like this one. Where is it? This actually, the stick 'em up one, defensive. Sorry, I was looking at offense. I don't know why. So you're very good with defensive speed. As you guys know, in NHL 23, they slowed it down. Especially in threes, you're gonna get burned easily if you go for the poke check and miss it. You're gonna get burned, especially with a 6'6" build. So this kind of counteracts with that, which is very good. I strongly suggest that for one of your superstar abilities. Now this, I actually change up for threes. I'll change it back for ones. The thing is, with ones, you really can customize it to how you play. Obviously, you're not gonna want like seeing eye because that's screening, that's shooting through screens. I would suggest either Crease Crasher, Relentless. Although Relentless isn't gonna be too effective in ones mode. If you're doing it for threes, go for it. Um, then you've got Yoink. These are all the ones that I've got unlocked. Obviously, you guys probably have a lot more unlocked, but I want to get this video out to you guys as quick as possible because I truly believe as soon as you get a good build, you can start having success, you can start leveling up more. And I mean, the other day I leveled up 12 levels using this build and within 2 hours maybe. Um, so what I'm gonna go with for this one is Bouncer, just because puck battles around the net. It's very good, very effective in ones. Now this is where I've also customized it for the threes. I'm gonna go ahead and change this to controlled wrister for ones, just get that little bit boost. Booming slapper, not really effective. And then I'm gonna keep discipline stick on. It's gonna give me even better quick stick and counteract the NHL 23's slow defensive stick movement. Next thing we're going to get into is technique. So I've got my wrist shot accuracy up higher than a lot of people will. I mean, +5 is pretty bold statement because I've got to drop speed down to help out with that. I've got to drop slap shot down. But wrist shot, I believe, is very effective in ones because there are going to be sometimes, and you guys who've made it to championship rounds know that you're not going to be able to deke the goalie as good as you can the first two rounds, and you're going to have to rely on some shots. and you're gonna have to take some shots that you wouldn't take in the other modes because you try and deke around the defenders. Also, people are very conservative in threes, or in ones championship. Sorry, I was thinking round three. Very conservative, so they're gonna be kind of letting you take the shot. So any boost to your wrist shot is good. That's why we got controlled wrist. That's why we got wrist shot accuracy up. You got slap shot accuracy -5. You don't really need a slap shot. If you guys wanna you guys use the slap shot, you want it, go ahead, bump it up. Don't even drop it down. You're gonna have to drop that wrist shot down a little bit though, to counter with that. And then speed we drop down. Let's be honest, guys. 6'6" power forward, weighing 234. Not gonna be fast. Um, you just gotta be honest with yourselves. I feel comfortable dropping the speed down too. Not a huge problem. 80 to 78 isn't a big deal. Balance, not a big deal either because you're a 6'6" freaking demigod. You're not gonna have to worry about balance. Agility, you can bump that up a little bit. I suggest doing it just because you're gonna be a little bit slow, and that agility can help out. Um, in my opinion, agility is almost as important as speed. Um, Next thing we're going to go is power, wrist shot power. Obviously, I'm bringing that up because, like I said, I'm a shooter. I like to shoot top corners, even with a 6'6" build. Then you got slap shot power, drop down a little bit. Acceleration, not a huge deal. You guys, obviously, with all of these, you could change it up. This is how I have it. Puck control +1. You see, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but with a 6'6" build, you don't really, think you're going to have a lot of puck control. You start out with 87, and you've got 88 with a +1. That's all you can ask for, honestly. And then endurance isn't a huge deal in ones because you've got a lot of time where if you don't have the puck, even if you do have the puck, you're not going to be, fully going at it unless you're going for the net. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you're building this. If you're building for ones or threes, it's gonna obviously change. Passing, I don't obviously have it up because it's ones. Offensive, this category isn't. You don't really need to change up that much. Stick checking, I decided I don't really need up because I've already got discipline stick and stick 'em up. Don't really need that. Tenacity, this can go anyways. Durability, you don't really need to worry about injury in ones. You can't get injured in ones, I don't believe. I've never seen it happen. And then tactics, deking. See, this is where it gets very nice. Face-offs, fighting skill, and discipline. You don't even need. I don't even. Yeah. See, you don't even need to have discipline, face-offs, or fighting skill for ones. Obviously, if you're playing center, I wouldn't suggest using this build for a center. But if you are in threes, go ahead, bump the face-offs up. You can bring the deking down. This is just like a gimme. So that's that build. Obviously, like I said, you guys can change it around, right? But next we're going to get in my second and final build. I'm going to be working on some more builds for you guys, but these are by far the best two builds. Now this sniper build, my friend uses in our club. Shout out to Cujo. And we have pretty similar builds. He's a little bit faster than me. I don't really know how, because I don't know how to get this build faster. I've tried. I think there is a boost that I just haven't unlocked yet that could give me like +1. But you guys will see it. So you're gonna make him 5'9". No need to go down 5'7". Just no need for it. People have done that past. No need for it. 160, because if you go a little bit up, you drop that speed, agility. So I suggest staying 160. Yeah, you're gonna get hit. Now I have won a championship with both these builds. So I don't know what that tells you guys. But I've won championships with these builds, so both builds are very effective. Obviously, the first one's a little bit better because you can hit and shoot. This one, you're pretty much going to stick to shooting, although you can hit. I've pulled off some hits. I will tell you guys that. I've pulled off some like clean body checks, not just like, hip checks. Anyways, zone ability, I'm going to say keep it at make it snappy. No need for anything else. Maybe heat seeker, but I suggest keep it at make it snappy, especially in ones, because sometimes you're going to be shooting kind of while you're skating. Some Panarin, Zibanejad for all my Rangers fans out there. And then this one is, I've had this because this is primarily my threes build. And it's very effective, especially when I've got a fast sniper going up the wing. I've hit him with so many times. It's insane. I literally lead the club in assists by like 30, 40 assists. Simply because of that superstar ability. Now I've also got this is where it gets where you guys can kind of customize that second one. I've got in reverse just because I do a lot of backwards skating in threes for a club, and honestly, it's really up to you guys. No need. I mean, if you guys want bounce back or something like these, but I mean, athleticism you don't usually use for superstar ability. I just see it because I haven't got many of these offensive ones, and they don't really apply. The ones I do have don't really apply to this build, um, because I'm a shooter and I'm not, a big guy, and not really need for some of these offensive builds anyways. As far as boosts go, this is really up to you. I gotta change this because I did just unlock controlled wrister. I was bringing my wrist shot up a little bit, I hope. Yeah, should have brought my wrist shot up a little bit. Um, and then pass timing's really good for threes. That's why my assists, go crazy. Um, Obviously, like, change this around, adapt it to how you play. There's no right or wrong build for you guys. This is just a helpful build for starters. And that's what I got for you guys for the boost. Next, we're gonna get into attributes again. Wrist shot accuracy. You don't need to really bring up. You're already gonna have that as a sniper. If you want to, go ahead. But primarily, we're gonna want to change here is your speed. I would suggest going all the way up +5. You can drop your balance. Let's just face it, guys. You're not gonna be balanced. It's a 5'9", 160 pound with 77, even if you didn't drop it all the way down. So I just would suggest dropping the balance all the way down, bring the speed up, slap shot accuracy you can bring down. You're not gonna be taking too many slap shots as a sniper. That's where you rely on your shooting ability with the wrist shot. So there's that for technique. Power, this is do it this as you wish. No real right or like way to do this. Puck control, I'm fine with my puck control. I can get around defenders. Endurance dropped down a little bit because 87 is still very good endurance level. Acceleration, just had to bump it up just a little bit. Slap shot power, obviously drop that down. Wrist shot power, bring it up. And there you are with that. And then you've got, this is obviously because of threes, I've got my passing up. Offensive awareness, not too big of a deal, especially when I've got 88. Body checking, you can bring that one up, so you will be able to hit as a sniper, a little bit at least. Stick checking, not too important. As a sniper, you're not going to be, in too many situations, hopefully, where you're going to have to, forecheck, yeah. Back check, in defensive zone, you're not going to be poke checking too much. That's where you're going to rely on your ability and to be positioned very well. I will be dropping a new video out. I haven't done this before, but a little sneak peek. I'm going to be dropping a video out talking about offensive, defensive positioning, some kind of plays you can run, especially for club. Very effective. So then we'll get tenacity. So we got hand-eye, bump that up a little bit, strength up a little bit, whatever you could do to get that strength just a little bit up. Durability, I'm not really too worried about injured. I've been injured in 2, maybe 3 games in clubs out of like 40, so not too big of a deal. And that's just gonna happen. You're gonna get injured either way. Like if you got a 6'10", enforcer defenseman coming at you, you're probably gonna get injured. You're probably getting a penalty shot too, because you're probably gonna destroy you when you don't have the puck. But anyways, drop fighting skill down. Obviously, drop discipline down. Discipline, that's tricky though with threes. You don't have to drop it all the way down. Obviously, I didn't drop it all the way down. Face-offs, this is one thing if you're a center. I would suggest, I use this build as a sniper. This sniper build as a center, sorry. And I don't bump face-offs off, and I'm fine on face-offs. I'm comfortable with face-offs. I brought my deking up. It kind of helps out, counters the puck control aspect. Sorry about that. Not bumping it up. It is early for me, by the way, guys. So that will be the build for you guys. I really hope that this video helped you guys. I've had so many people reach out to me, whether it's on Twitter, TikTok, whatever it might be, saying, can you release like some builds? And after procrastinating it for a few days, I finally woke up early this morning, decided I was going to get you guys a video. So if you guys have any further questions, you guys can feel free to reach out to me. Just put it in the comments. I'll get you guys some contact info. We can straighten it out. I'm also more than willing to play with you guys. If you guys want to join the club, we can work that out. But I'm super stoked for this Chel season, just underway. And without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end this video.